Hi, I'm Emily from Ripples. Today we're going to talk about how to create multicolor and two-color designs for your Ripple Maker 2 Pro. Let's dive right in. The Ripple Maker 2 Pro has an amazing new feature that allows it now to print with 2 pod cartridges, resulting in some pretty impressive creations. The Plus Pod was also created specifically and only for the Ripple Maker 2 Pro with use with the Chameleon Pod. The Chameleon Pod is made from cabbage juice, so when you use it with the Plus Pod, you get a massive range in color, which we call multicolor printing. You'll get colors from baby blue to navy pink and many colors in between. With the Ripple Maker 2 Pro, you can also print with any 2 Ripples Pod cartridges. Here you can see in the example, we have our coffee and black carrot extract working together simultaneously. 2-color printing is different than multicolor printing in that there is no overlap in the design color. The Chameleon Pod and the Plus Pod work together, overlapping to create that beautiful range. And of course, you can still do single color printing on the Ripple Maker 2 Pro, just a little bit less exciting. When you purchase a Ripple Maker 2 Pro, you will receive 2 special channels that will be updated regularly with 2-color designs and multicolor designs to use specifically with the Chameleon Plus Pod set. Well, let's show you how to create a new design. I highly recommend you use Canva. Canva is great for all of us people that don't use Photoshop. So to start, let's create a custom size design. 1700 by 1700 pixels is the size that we want to start with. And before I start putting any design elements, no matter the design, I always add the Ripples template to help keep all of my design centered and all of the elements within the circumference of the printing circle. So I've got my template all set. We're gonna add a text box because it's spring and text is fun to show you right off the bat. So let's create our first multicolor design. To start, we're going to take each letter and choose from our palette. So we have a very special palette that our designers have created, and this is going to show you the entire and complete range of the Chameleon Plus set. So you'll notice that there are 2 rectangles for each color. The bottom of the rectangle is the color you'll need to use the eyedropper tool on to achieve the top color. You'll also notice that there are hex codes here. The hex codes will help you to match your branding colors to the Chameleon Pod Plus set. So let's get right in and start coloring. So I'm going to grab each letter at a time and adjust the color with the eyedropper tool. We're going to add a new color and we're going to create a gradient, grabbing 1 letter at a time. And you can get a massive range of colors. So I'm actually working from the top left to the bottom right on a diagonal. You can do any kind of format to create a gradient as long as you're going from dark to light in any of the directions that we have. So there we go. We've created our first multicolor Chameleon Plus design. So let's add a little bit of something special. There's a lot of free elements that you can use within Canva to just create your own new designs. You want to find elements that you can actually edit the individual colors. So here we see that we have one that we can edit the colors. Let's see this flower. This flower is not giving us any editable colors. So let's delete that flower and keep this one instead. And make it a little bit smaller, put it down here, and let's change those colors. So again, I'm going to add the color and back to the palette to adjust that color. So again, I've clicked on the orange, which is the center of that flower, and I'm going to grab another color. So we've officially made our first multicolor design. Let's create a 2-color design now. 2-color design, like I said, there is no overlap in the 2 different pods that are working. So you need to choose very specific colors off the palette. To create a 2-color design, you're going to have to choose this magenta color in the top leftist corner and this cyan color in the bottom right hand corner. These two colors tell the Ripple Maker to print with the left pod or the right pod. So again, we're going to look for an image that it has two colors that you can edit. I'm going to use my template again. So I've got my new design template set, and I've got a new design for Valentine's Day, and we've got those two different colors that are editable. So let's fill up that circle, make sure our canvas is fully used and nice and centered. And we want to grab that top leftist corner. Make sure your palette is open. Mine currently isn't. Let's move it over here. We're going to grab that top leftist corner, like I said, top left. And the second color, we're going to make it the bottom rightist corner. So that's super cyan color. There we go. We've created a two-color image. And before you download them off of Canva, be sure to delete the frame so it doesn't show up in your images when being printed. And you now know how to make multicolor and two-color designs only for your Ripple Maker 2 Pro. If you have a logo that you're looking to make a multicolor print out of, make sure that your logo is an SVG file type. Only SVG file types are editable inside Canva. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you learned something. Bye for now.